All right, I want to talk to you a little bit about Cornell Notes. They're a type of notes we're going to be taking in class this year, largely when we're reading articles or essays. You'll also be using them in science class. I know during lectures they're also a handy note strategy to know how to do. So let me show you kind of the three different parts of Cornell Notes. On the far left you can see the section devoted to questions, and then there's a section devoted to notes and quotes, and finally at the bottom you'll have summary and claim. Also in the top right, I'd have you put your name and make sure you write down the name of the article so you know what these notes are over. So in the notes and quotes section, as the name suggests, you write down main ideas, notes about what you've read. If something seems important, write it down. If there is a quote that you feel like, wow, this is a really interesting quote, or it's something I want to revisit in the future, write that quote down. On the left, you can see it talks about questions. So if as you're reading, you have questions about what you're reading, it could be just over a certain word, or it could be questions raised by what you read. Maybe you don't agree with something the author says, or maybe something the author says has made you ask a question. Write that on the left. And finally at the bottom, you can write a summary of what's been said. So if you're reading kind of a newspaper article, such as Afghan Girls, you might just summarize what happens in the article. If you're reading something that seems to be arguing or trying to make a point, write down what the claim of the article is, or the argument that the author is trying to make. So that is how your paper should be set up for Cornell Notes.